I consider this an optional mod because for a lot of people, especially those who don't look under the car, if you bought your car used, there's a good chance that this mod might have been done already. Especially if the previous owner did any sort of track duty with the car. You can usually tell if it's built because it looks different, but if it's been restacked, you're not really going to know. It's pretty easy to do and it's free. They also make a wear 12 plate, but I would start with the OEM one. Again, it's free. Some alternatives are sending it in to get built. I don't even know what companies do it anymore, so I'm not going to mention it here. You can decide if that's worth the cost. You'll definitely get more power on oversteer, and a lot of people like that. It gives them kind of that rear wheel drive feel. This is my factory rear differential. It has the plates restacked. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to do that. They'll explain it much better than I can, but pretty much from the factory they stacked it wrong on purpose to minimize noise. But once you restack it to the proper spec, you're supposed to have a better driving experience. It should lock like it's supposed to. And this is important for the 8s and 9s because we don't have AYC like the JDM Evo 8 and 9 or the Evo X. In my case, I was able to loosen these two bolts here holding the exhaust. Then I just removed the sway bar, and if you use a floor jack, you just pop out the axle on each side, drop it one side at a time. You're going to need to maybe disconnect the control arm here, so that might mean you need alignment afterwards. Just keep that in mind, unless you're good at marking where these bolts were before. It also might expose any things you need to fix. For example, in my case, the seal in that housing needed to be replaced because once I popped it out, it just ripped. My end links were shot, so those had to be replaced. Any bushings in the arm from removing the bolts, they might be cracked or worn, so you might have to replace those at the same time. So just be aware that while you're in there, there might be some things you need to fix. Also note that when you do this, the assembly inside the rear differential, there's an orientation that you need to follow. A good practice is that when you take things out, make sure you mark the orientation or take pictures. If you flip it the wrong way, it's not going to act in the proper manner. So this is actually referenced in the service manual as well. Do not flip this backwards. One of them locks this under acceleration, and if you flip it, it locks under deceleration. I am still using the OEM fluids in here, LSD. I think a while back they tried to ban it, but I'm still able to find that on websites, so I don't know if that's actually still banned or not. If someone knows, leave that in the comment below. I did not have any additional noise because in my case the exhaust system is so damn loud. Any additional noise that came from this mod I haven't really noticed, and that's both at low speed and high speed. If you are doing your own maintenance on this car, keep in mind that when you refill this, you want to slightly overfill this. A lot of people will opt to park the car on the slight, I believe on the slight decline, or you could jack the back of the car up slightly so that you're slightly overfilling this. While I'm in there, I just changed the bushings as well on the mount. And the mustache bars, and this really got a lot of that drivetrain slop out of there. Before, it'll be really clunky, so that was pretty helpful. I personally did not notice too much difference with the rear plate restack. It could be that I didn't tune the ACD to go along with it, so my suggestion is if you're looking into this mod, that you want to couple this with the ACD reflash retune. I think you get the best of both.